I need that out there.
You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on the motherfucking flyer, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but don't play with me in this city. It's my motherfucking city. Don't play with me in this city.
Some plant-based.
Plant-based? Mm-hmm. Okay.
She said that helped with her baby.
The family drama within the Harris household has escalated to an unprecedented level. T.I., a prominent figure in the rap world often referred to as the King of the South, has always maintained a carefully controlled public image for his family. However, a recent and very public fallout led to a significant rift between him and his son, King Harris. This situation has now spiraled into one of the most talked about scandals in the hip-hop community in years. It all began when T.I. reportedly decided to sever ties with King, a move that surprised many and has since become a focal point of intense media scrutiny.
First, my kicked me out. Then my I don't know, whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe.
The controversy began with hushed online rumors that no one initially took seriously. Then, a shocking leaked video was released, causing a major sensation across the internet. In a matter of hours, King Harris's public image was irrevocably damaged, as he went from a figure who openly flaunted his extravagant lifestyle to being the central focus of a chaotic scandal that completely upended his reputation.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Look. Okay. Hey. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy.
The footage was far from a harmless mistake. It depicted King in an intimate moment with another man and rapidly circulated across various social media platforms, including Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. Fans were left reeling, with reactions ranging from utter shock to staunch defense, but everyone had an opinion, and the clip went viral at incredible speed. The situation took a turn from messy to catastrophic, when rumors began to spread that the baby King had been proudly showcasing online might not be his biological child.
First, my kicked me out. Then my I don't know, whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe in it. So don't that show y'all how stupid?
I'm trying to figure out why. How is the gingerbread house right there?
It's not fair. Liddy.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in?
I think.
You gonna give me a butter knife?
Distinction in the ranks.
Yeah.
Are we ready? What should we continue manual labor?
No, anything but this.
Upstairs, my little nook.
Yeah, like she could, like we could, like you can't sue nobody ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to, you know. Everything in the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
Yes, the very child he had proudly referred to as his pride and joy was suddenly at the center of a swirling paternity controversy. Reports and whispers from insiders suggested that even King Harris himself harbored doubts about being the biological father. Imagine being a young, wealthy individual, the son of a rap legend, and waking up to find not just your reputation, but also your family and your child's parentage being publicly called into question. This is the harrowing ordeal that King found himself trapped in.
I said my hair probably looks terrible.
No, it don't, baby.
Yes, it do. You do. Say, Mama, your hair looks terrible.
The situation inside the Harris home was reportedly chaotic. T.I., known for his strict rules and dedication to protecting the family name, was said to be absolutely enraged. He allegedly locked himself in his studio, refusing to speak with anyone while he simmered with anger. Tiny, on the other hand, reportedly tried to maintain some balance by defending her son, while also worrying about the potential damage the scandal could inflict on the family's public brand.
Baby. Yeah, big man.
Taking the brothers.
The other children were caught in the middle, forced to watch their family's reputation disintegrate in real time, torn between their loyalty to their brother and their fear of their father's fury. To many fans, the entire saga resembled a dramatic Netflix series, a messy family drama where each new episode delivers an unexpected and shocking twist. However, what truly intensified the public's fascination was King's sudden and complete silence. He was a person who consistently shared his life on Instagram every day, yet he abruptly disappeared from all social media platforms. His sudden lack of posts, stories, or tweets ignited wild speculation among his followers. People wondered if his silence was due to embarrassment, a strategic move to prepare for a major comeback, or if he was simply too overwhelmed and crushed by the intense public pressure.
King, look over me.
I thought you said just the baby.
No, it was both of y'all.
Just as the public was immersed in various theories, another unexpected plot twist emerged. The other man featured in the leaked video came forward and made a startling claim. Rather than dismissing the footage as a one-time incident or a mistake, he asserted that their relationship was genuine. He stated that it was not a publicity stunt, but a real ongoing affair that had been developing for several months.
You tell it, you was an orphan.
I was never an orphan. That was Batman. That's Batman's story. I'm a grandma boy.
Man,
I like to be in the neighborhood.
Yep, I'm glad
with
you
the kids
I'm
outside.
glad you wanted to go over there. Yeah. You made it seem like we were sending you over there.
No.
You cried and cried and cried when you couldn't go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
You always say, King, stay home, stay home. Man, you would hold your breath, turn red in the face.
Look, we done got big house, big yard, nothing to do.
That's when you learn and create your own entertainment.
I was outside. I want to play football, basketball. That's the type of one that I was.
But you want to be from the ghetto so bad.
He went on to claim that King's tough, loud persona, a carefully crafted image of rap royalty, was nothing more than a facade designed to conceal his true identity. This stunning revelation immediately caused a massive divide in public opinion across the internet.
24-hour stream complete. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? But got another stream 7 in the morning fishing. Be there.
Some fans openly supported King, arguing that he had the right to love whomever he chose and to live his life authentically. Conversely, others were highly critical, accusing him of being disingenuous for projecting a public image that was inconsistent with his private life. A further bombshell dropped when a blogger revealed that King had allegedly requested a DNA test several months prior to the scandal. This revelation suggested that he had harbored doubts about the baby's paternity all along, even as he was publicly sharing photos that portrayed him as a proud father.
It's a lot easier when we're living under one roof. Now we just have to schedule time to have talks like this.
What's up?
I was trying to get to the bottom of things with King, trying to see if he
Huh? Whoa. Where you coming up with the word?
Because King got a little friend, and he be in love like he's a lover boy.
He had a
No, I'm not. I'm a virgin. It's other things.
That between him and his poem. Let him and his poem have the best time of their life.
Now I ain't talking about no poem.
What is you talking about?
A girl is involved.
A girl is involved?
Yes.
I'm being responsible because I could have been one.
You supposed to know better than being out there and engaging in adult activity. Don't let a temporary itch dig you out a permanent ditch.
That's something Tip knows all about. Maybe he should be taking his own advice.
With this new information, every smiling Instagram post from King now appeared to be a performance, and the Harris family's meticulously crafted image of unity began to fall apart. In the wake of the scandal, sponsors, business partners, and collaborators started distancing themselves from King, not wanting to be associated with the controversy.
First, my kicked me out. Then my I don't know, whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe in it. So don't that show y'all how stupid?
I'm trying to figure out why. How is the gingerbread house right there?
It's not fair. Liddy.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in?
The internet transformed into a team of investigators, meticulously scrutinizing screenshots, old tweets, and even past clips from the Harris family's reality show for any potential clues. Some people were convinced that this was more than a mere scandal. They believed it was an act of sabotage, a calculated attempt to intentionally destroy King Harris, and by extension, the entire legacy of the Harris family.
Like we could've, like, we can't sue nobody ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to, you know. Everything in the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
Following the initial scandal, an anonymous online account emerged, teasing that the leaked video was only the beginning and that more significant secrets were yet to be revealed. This post prompted internet users to act as detectives, meticulously searching for clues. They began pointing fingers at various individuals, including ex-partners, former friends, and even family members who may have had a motive to betray King.
I stayed with my mother. Most people don't know that we got different moms. Me and Messiah got the same mom. Messiah's my older brother. We did stay in Riverdale for a while. It turned out to be a good balance, but I wasn't looking at it like that at the time. So you could imagine going from this type of situation, which wasn't like bad. Like I didn't look around and be like, man, we need to, this is crazy. I wasn't like that. Yeah. But it's just like when you see something else, totally opposite of that, make you feel weird. Like I'm thinking about, dang, how does my mom feel? Like going on trips and stuff and she's at the house and going over here, we come back with clothes, toys.
King feels a certain type of way of like, okay, y'all think of us pertaining to you and him a certain way because of the TV show.
I think everything King is trying to say is just coming off. He's using the wrong words, I feel like, and I told him.
The most shocking aspect of the situation, according to sources close to King, is the possibility that someone within his own inner circle had been gathering compromising information for months. This person was reportedly recording conversations, saving private messages, and collecting evidence, all driven by jealousy of King's status, fame, and the public spotlight he enjoyed.
Ain't you good like that?
You just the cutest thing out here. You ready for the rodeo? You ready for the rodeo? Yeah. All right, here I come.
The theory of King's betrayal was further fueled when a rapper who had previously been in a conflict with him went live on social media. The rapper claimed that the Harris family had been hiding King's true identity for years and that T.I. had even paid people to maintain their silence. Imagine being betrayed not by your enemies, but by someone you trusted, was the sentiment expressed by many as this theory gained traction.
My testimony got pressure on it. Did God work? I'm just a vessel, homie. How many times they said it's over?
You this type of guy?
Not really, but I play.
Screenshots of the live video were shared rapidly before the post was deleted, leaving fans to speculate about T.I.'s motives. They wondered if he was genuinely trying to protect his son, or if he was simply attempting to preserve the Harris family brand. Regardless of his intentions, T.I.'s continued silence spoke volumes, and it left the public with the impression that the family was more fractured than ever before.
Why you let somebody play with me like that? Why you let him play with me like that? Why you let him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. Man, what is you talking about?
Get off me, like, what the fuck? Man, get off me,
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
King Harris's public image was being torn apart in real time. Tiny, his mother, tried her best to maintain a sense of normalcy, but the strain was evident. Sources close to her reported that she appeared drained, barely eating or sleeping, and was constantly worried about how the immense pressure would affect her son's mental health. She found herself in an impossible position as she was forced to balance her maternal duty to defend King with her need to protect the family's fragile reputation. Meanwhile, T.I. was reportedly furious, convinced that King's actions had brought shame upon the Harris name. Insiders whispered that the tension in their home was so thick that it felt like everyone was walking on eggshells. For his part, King completely vanished from the public eye. He made no public statements, no Instagram live rants, and no posts on Twitter, only complete silence, which further fueled the rampant speculation. Then, the mother of the baby, who had been at the center of the paternity storm, spoke out after weeks of silence. After enduring a barrage of questions, accusations, and constant pressure on her social media, she posted a single cryptic line. Truth always finds its way out. That one sentence sent the internet into a frenzy. Was she confirming that King was not the father? Was she denying the rumors? No one knew for certain, but it was clear that the mystery was not going to be solved anytime soon. In the meantime, blogs and YouTube channels continued to dissect the family's drama from every conceivable angle. Some swore it was a carefully orchestrated setup, perhaps by enemies of the Harris family who were seeking revenge. Others claimed it was simply a case of karma, suggesting that the family was finally paying the price for years of public drama and a meticulously crafted yet ultimately fake image of perfection.
I don't think Tip realizes that King is really serious about creating music. I mean, we want all our kids to get out there and do what they do. But as a parent, you're torn because you want to make sure they keep their ass in school and get good grades.
I'm getting mad, bro. What you getting mad at?
Because
what?
Stop rushing me.
King a little sassy, man.
He's just nervous.
King, why are you aggravated? This is the show business. It ain't that bad.
Every single theory was circulating, but one indisputable fact was that King Harris's name had become toxic in the industry. As a result, his career suffered, deals were canceled, features were pulled, and appearances were forfeited. In the entertainment world, a person's reputation is their most valuable asset, and at that moment, King's was worthless. Just when the story seemed as complicated as it could get, things took an even darker turn. Anonymous social media accounts began to surface, hinting at a much bigger plan to bring down the Harris clan. One particular account gained thousands of followers overnight by claiming the video leak was only the beginning and that someone close to King had been plotting against him for months, meticulously collecting evidence to use at the perfect moment. Fans immediately became detectives, meticulously searching old interviews, Instagram posts, and even episodes of the family's reality show for clues about the identity of the traitor. They considered every possibility, from a bitter ex or a jealous friend to the most shocking theory of all, that it was someone from his own family. Then, a former associate of King came forward in a blog interview, dropping even more bombshell information. According to this person, the video was not an isolated incident. They claimed that King had been living a complete double life. The tough, confident image of rap royalty he projected to the world was just one side of him, while behind the scenes, he was secretly juggling relationships and struggling with his true identity. The associate further alleged that someone in King's inner circle had been saving screenshots, recordings, and other receipts for months. This betrayal was said to be fueled by bitterness and jealousy. The individual had once looked up to King, but envy eventually took over, leading them to systematically plot his downfall. Of course, the internet went into a frenzy. Every suspicious unfollow, every shady comment, and every past conflict suddenly became a potential clue. Fans acted like FBI agents, connecting the dots and pointing fingers at everyone who had ever been close to King. To further complicate the situation, a rapper who had previously feuded with King went on a live stream, unleashing a powerful tirade. He claimed that the Harris family had been covering up King's true nature for years and even accused T.I. of paying people to keep quiet. While the live stream was quickly deleted, screenshots of it spread rapidly, and the idea that T.I. was protecting the family brand with hush money sent fans into a frenzy. People were left to wonder whether T.I. was simply a father trying to protect his son or the mastermind behind a cover-up to keep the family's legacy spotless. His silence only reinforced the worst assumptions. At this point, friends of King started to speak to the media anonymously, and the picture they painted was far different from the arrogant image his fans knew. They revealed that King was not the fearless, unbothered person he pretended to be. Online, he was insecure, confused, and burdened by the pressure of being T.I.'s son. An insider even confessed that King never truly felt he could be himself, always feeling he had to act extra masculine to conform to the persona his father wanted for him. This revelation resonated deeply, as it explained so much about why King felt compelled to hide parts of his life. Fans began to realize that beneath the drama was a young man struggling to meet impossible expectations. The final and most shocking betrayal came when the man from the leaked video spoke out. He revealed that their encounter was not a random or isolated incident. It was part of a genuine, ongoing, and personal relationship. He claimed King's entire public image was a facade, a mask he wore to survive in the world his family had forced him into. This was a bombshell because the scandal was no longer just about a video. It was about identity, immense pressure, and a public double life. For the first time, people weren't just criticizing King, some began to sympathize with him. They saw the pain behind the scandal, and the public narrative slowly started to shift. Just when everyone thought King Harris would remain silent forever, he shocked the world by posting a raw and unfiltered video across all of his social media accounts. There were no flashy edits or dramatic background music, just King, alone in a dimly lit room. He looked exhausted but was finally ready to speak his truth. What he revealed turned the entire scandal on its head. He confirmed the leaked video was real and admitted the relationship was genuine. He then dropped the biggest bombshell of all. The betrayal did not come from a random enemy, but from his own family, his cousin. He explained that he was lured into what he thought was a safe space, only to be secretly recorded and exposed by someone he loved and trusted. This hit harder than anything else, as betrayal from one's own blood is the most devastating. King held nothing back. He confessed that he had harbored doubts about the baby's paternity for a long time, but was too scared to face the truth. He desperately wanted to believe he was the father and hold on to the small family he thought he had, but deep down, he knew the truth might not align with the perfect picture he was painting on Instagram. He spoke emotionally about his love for the baby and the strength of their bond, but said that the uncertainty of not being the father was completely breaking him. Even his critics were silenced, as this was no longer just a scandal. It was an outpouring of genuine, raw pain that could not be faked. For the first time, people saw King not as a loud and arrogant celebrity son, but as a young man crushed by betrayal and a lifetime of expectations. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. King exposed the reality of life inside the Harris household. Behind the perfect smiles and carefully curated family brand, he described a home filled with unspoken grudges, unresolved trauma, and an obsession with maintaining a perfect image. It was a prison of expectation he had been trapped in his entire life. He spoke candidly about his struggles with anxiety and depression, and how the constant pressure to be a copy of his father had nearly destroyed him. He concluded the video by stating he was not asking for pity, only for people to see him as he truly was. A human being who makes mistakes, is learning from them, and is trying his best to navigate his way through the storm. The video went viral, and the public narrative completely shifted. The internet stopped laughing and started listening. For the first time, King Harris was no longer the punchline of a joke. He was a story of survival. maintaining a polished public image, regardless of the cost behind closed doors. He admitted that his relationship with T.I. had always been tense, that his father never truly understood him, and that growing up felt like a constant struggle to become the version of manhood his dad demanded, a version that never felt natural. He said that Tiny always tried to be supportive, but she was constantly caught in the middle, torn between protecting her son and preserving the family's pristine image. This was more than just a tell-all. It was a reckoning. It was a son pulling back the curtain on a dynasty everyone believed was unbreakable. King made it clear that he was not asking for sympathy. He took ownership of his mistakes, admitted that he had been hiding, and stated that he was ready to stop living a lie. He was finished with pretending for the cameras and no longer willing to bear the burden of an image that was not his own. He declared that he wanted to live openly and without shame or fear, and he was no longer afraid of the consequences. The internet erupted with reactions. Hashtags like #WeStandWithKing and #KingsTruth began trending, and celebrities, influencers, and hip-hop insiders alike applauded him for his honesty. For the first time, the scandal was not dragging him down. It was elevating him, turning him into a symbol of integrity and strength in the face of profound betrayal. Tiny finally broke her silence with an emotional Instagram post, admitting that she had not always made the right choices as a parent, but promising to stand by her son unconditionally. Her comments were quickly flooded with love and support from fans. As for T.I., there was nothing. His social media went dark, and his silence spoke louder than any statement he could have made. People couldn't help but wonder if T.I. was simply too hurt to respond, or if the scandal had fractured. Read the father-son bond beyond repair. Regardless, the Harris family brand, once celebrated as the pinnacle of hip-hop success and family unity, was now shattered for the entire world to see. However, the truth accomplished something no scandal ever could. It shifted the narrative. People stopped seeing King as a scandalous headline or the spoiled son of a rap legend. They began to see him as a young man struggling to find his identity under the crushing weight of a family legacy and public judgment. His confession forced fans to reconsider everything they thought they knew about the Harris family, exposing the cracks in a dynasty that had been hidden for years. Behind the lavish lifestyle and red carpet smiles was a family divided, burdened by secrets and unspoken conflicts. King's honesty didn't just break the internet, it shattered the illusion that the Harris family was flawless. Now the world is left with many questions. Can the Harris dynasty survive this type of scandal? Or is this the beginning of its end? Will T.I. return to the spotlight with a statement, or will his silence be his final word on the matter? And most importantly, what is next for King? His next move could either rebuild his name or destroy it forever. Whatever happens, one thing is certain. King Harris has taken control of his own narrative. Whether people love him or hate him, they cannot stop watching. The story is far from over. It feels like the beginning of a whole new chapter, one in which the Harris name will never be viewed the same way again. So what do you think? Is this the fall of the Harris Empire or the rebirth of King Harris on his own terms?